look, but you can't touch. You keep dreaming on the stars above.
You can look at the women's tag title belts and maybe, just maybe, at WrestleMania, the Bella Twins will get to touch them. Alright guys, welcome back to Fog Wrestling. We've got some more news here regarding two of the participants in the WWE Women's Royal Rumble, that being the Bella Twins. But more importantly, what does the WWE, what does wrestling hold for the Bella Twins after the Royal Rumble? Because I think it's fair to say neither Nikki nor Brie are going to win the Royal Rumble. It just doesn't make sense. None of them are really in line for that sort of push at the moment. It just ain't going to happen. Nikki's not going to win the Women's Royal Rumble. Neither is Brie. None of these two are going on to have singles matches at WrestleMania. It's just not going to happen. But there is a possible WrestleMania match for these two, and it is as a tag team, and it is competing for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Now, Brie Bella has been speaking recently about potentially coming back for maybe a part-time run, a full-time run, or any sort of run really, maybe an extra match after the Royal Rumble. She said, and I quote, "I tell everyone one time, then I get there and I get the itch. You never know when WWE pitches you. They always find a way to get the Bellas back. Never say never. I think I will admit my concentration now is my children and my business. I'm so busy, but wrestling is my #1 passion. And when I'm in that ring, it feels like home. I'll never be able to get rid of that feeling. There are times when I am like, I could go back. It's hard because my husband is full-time on the road. That's the only thing," unquote. Now, Brie went on to say some other stuff about wanting to be a good inspiration for her daughter, and that she wants her daughter to see her compete, and her daughter will be watching tomorrow night come the Royal Rumble. But both Nikki and Brie have said in the past how they want their daughters to see them wrestling, and that they never had the opportunity to compete for women's tag titles back in their day because they didn't exist, they weren't around, and for good reason. We didn't need them. We didn't need another women's title saturating the division, whether it be a singles title or a tag team title. It just wasn't needed. I think one for each brand was too many as it is, even though back then it was defended against the brands because they quickly got rid of the women's title. Then the Divas title became one, defended on both shows, but still they didn't have a women's set of tag titles, and now they do. And now, in my opinion, it would make perfect sense. Now, a lot of people are going to complain. A lot of people do not want to see the Bella Twins. A lot of people do not like the Bella Twins. A lot of people think the Bella Twins have no place in wrestling. I've got to disagree. They've never been my favourite by any means, but I do think Nikki and Brie did put time in to actually trying to get better in the ring, and I think you would have to say they did make a lot of improvements for when they first started in the company. Come on, they're not awful in the ring by any means. Brie, her last run wasn't good after she came back from the pregnancy. Yeah, she was very botchy. She didn't perform well, but you know that could have just been ring rust. Overall, I would say the Bellas are decent in the ring. They're not great. They're never going to be great, but they're certainly not the worst. And what they are, guys, is name value. The Bella Twins, they have that name. You know, that they were on WWE Total Divas. It was successful. They then got their own show, WWE Total Bellas. They both dated, especially Nikki. Influential figures in the WWE. It doesn't get much bigger than Big Match John. They do have fame, you know, outside of wrestling. They're probably two of the most recognised women. They've been on multiple TV shows. So the name's out there. The Bella Twin name's out there. And they're not just a team. They're sisters. They're twins. And to me, what better story than twins to have the women's tag team belts? And let's speak of women's tag teams. Look at the WWE roster. Where is the tag teams? Non-existent. There shouldn't be any tag belts, let's be real. The women's tag team belts are a joke. The tag team division is a joke, and the current tag team champions are a joke. Carmella, the most beautiful woman in WWE with a face mask, and Selena Queen Vega. They're not a tag team. They're a thrown together team. The last set of tag teams The last set of title holders were an absolute fucking freak show. Nikki, Ash, and Rhea Ripley. There isn't any good women's tag teams in the WWE, and for me, it would make absolute perfect sense for the Bellas to come back and win those belts at WrestleMania. It'd be a good WrestleMania moment for them, and it'd be pretty cool to have a set of twins as the women's tag team title holders. I think it will definitely happen. Will it happen at this year's WrestleMania? Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it will. If it doesn't happen this year, I think it will happen though. Surely, as long as there is a set of women's tag titles available, then the Bella Twins have to, at one point in their career, sooner or later, compete for those women tag team titles. Let me know what you guys think down below, but for me, it has to happen. I don't think either of them's going to come back and have another successful single run where they have a long title reign. I don't see that happening, but if there's women's tag team titles, it makes perfect sense for the Bellas to come back, especially when there is absolutely zero relevant women's tag teams on the roster. Bring the Bellas back, give them the titles, why not? They wouldn't be the worst on the roster, let's be real. They would actually by far be the best tag team to hold the belts. It is what it is, guys. If you don't like it, then, you know, that's on you guys. But yeah, the Bella Twins, I'd be happy to see them come back, especially if Nikki Bella does the whole ass shake entrance thing. I want to see that again. Why not? Why not? That's it, guys. Let us know what you think down below. Do you want to see the Bella Twins back, or have you had enough of the Bella Twins? Can you justify the Bella Twins not having the belts? Because let's be real, who is there? Who else is there to have the belts? There's nobody. So we may as well bring back Nikki and Brie, in my opinion. That's it, guys. Let us know what you think down below. Royal Rumble coming soon. Loads more videos coming to the channel. Check them out. But until next time, thanks for watching and peace.